This is a random modded SMP that my friend made, and this is my story on his server absolutely dying in. Anyways, this is a story on a server called Big Lemon SMP, a random SMP that really loves lemons. Let's hop into this. So, just like any SMP, I spawned in and took a look around, watching my frames decrease as my PC literally started to inflate as its fans made more noise than an atomic bomb. Anyhow, I took my first steps toward a waystone, which, if you didn't already know, allows fast travel between certain points in the world, sometimes at the cost of XP. Then, exploring a bit more, and finally looking behind me to see the absolute beauty that I walked straight past. Anyways, before single-handedly hard pushing the structure, just like all of your imaginary friends in Fortnite, I got some wood, got some more wood, and read a book for the first time since '87. Read another book about animals, giving up not even 4 seconds after picking it up. After that, I tried making basic tools, noticing that I accidentally found the recipe to making a scythe. Anyways, I made a pick, an axe, and got sprayed by a skunk. When I got sprayed, I got a cool achievement announcing to the 2 or 3 people online, giving them more jokes to make and leading them to call me the hippie. But they should have called me the drunkie, because skunk spray apparently has the same effects as alcohol. Anyways, I got to exploring the structure I mentioned before, and it was a literal labyrinth, having just as much loot as there was mobs. I found a bed and set my spawn, and found my first oppositions, and instantly getting covered and looting the chest. But before I could explore even more, my next op got in my way, so I quickly skedaddled off into some stone and iron. I got some stone with a small amount of iron and made a scythe. I headed back, got jumped, and then began looting the place. But I found a few good chests with plenty of iron and gold. I even found a chest with a singular diamond. After that, I left knowing I could make some decent gear, but it was really only iron. Right next to the structure, I found a rainforest, a custom biome literally right next to spawn. So I decided to make it my, I guess, home biome. But before even thinking of that, I saw a monkey and instantly fell in love with it, considering I was a monkey too. Anyways, I made myself some iron tools, and you know I had to get the Yeezys. After I went back to the structure and had a very close call. Luckily, I somehow survived, but if you didn't know, the Minecraft hitbox for a player is weird, and explosives only do damage if it hits somewhere lower than the waist. But I continued on and found some cool gloves that gave me a little damage buff. A little later, I found a player AFK in the structure and wanted to do something a little devious. Then I found another chest with a singular diamond. I now had 2 more diamonds than the entire server combined. After I saw a spawner and tried to block it from spawning, and later found out that blocks don't stop things from spawning. But at the same time, found an absolutely stunning chest. so I ran away in pure surprise, not in fear. When I finally processed that good loot, I went to get it, figuring out that the skeleton could sucker punch me a mile away, if I wasn't careful, of course. Also, it could take about 4, maybe 5 hits from my iron scythe that did like 11 damage, meaning that I am not killing it, so I retreated and healed up. I made some leggings, made a helmet, which I didn't need, but made it anyway, along with an axe, and saw something that truly shivered my timbers. Why are there so many? But just as I was about to die, the owner slept and in the process saved my life. Or at least I thought. Anyways, after that minor setback, I got back up and quickly looted the chest, getting all of its useful materials. And later, looting the other chest, but instead of going straight into battle, I dug to it, and got a cool book with lure. But either way, since I didn't want to beat the game instantly, I wanted to make a small starter base and settle down. So I quickly got some wood and started making my Mona Lisa of a house. But in the middle of it, the owner of the server came to me to test his firearm in a friendly self-defense manner. I didn't let him get the chance and continued on with him walking behind him. After that, he stole 2 of my precious diamonds and held me at gunpoint. But then, he proceeded to test his firearm on me without the safety on and got me down to 2 hearts, but surprisingly didn't kill me, but instead ran back to wherever he came from. After that, I made myself a diamond pick, made a floor with a door. I finished the front wall and started the roof. While out getting some materials, I saw that Hemlock down a deep dark. Now, I don't know if it was a city or just the biome, but either way, he was progressing pretty fast and would soon outgear me, which wouldn't be very practical, but that's besides the point. After returning, I made the decision to make the diamond katana because of its above average speed and damage. Now that I was back at the house, I started to work on a pretty basic roof design, but in the middle of it, I saw this absolutely awesome and adorable baby turtle, and I tried to get it in a hole so I could use the water bucket to pick it up. But I needed water, so apparently we were in Africa, and I went on a wild goose chase for an hour just looking for water. So yeah. But while coming back from the water trip, I saw a gorilla break a skeleton's bones. Literally. And I knew that he would do it to me if I got too close. When I got back, I figured out that I couldn't use a water bucket to pick up the turtle. And I also figured out that I wasted an hour looking for water just so I couldn't get an adorable pet turtle. Anyways, I finally set my spawn point and finished up the roof after. I added some interior stuff and called it a day. This was episode 1 of Big Lemon SMP. Goodbye.